What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Vibing with Nick, and I'm back again with another lit reaction videos. This comes from, again, we gonna go with Ricky Smiley. This is part two of the conversation. Um, Kandi called into the radio station. Ricky Smiley and the morning crew. So let's get right off into it. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, share. More drama.
Morning. And we got the one and only Kandi Burruss on the phone. Kandi, good morning.
Good morning.
What you doing, riding around listening to the radio?
Listen, I'll be listening to y'all on my app. What you mean?
That's what's
I
up.
was tripping. That interview was very interesting.
Why you say
and
that?
why was it interesting? What are your thoughts?
It was a couple things. I didn't understand what and she said everybody knew it not to be true when they were saying that his name is Edward Bivens because his name is Edward Bivens. So I was like, what is she talking about? Or was she trying to say Tiny Mama knew his name? I didn't know what she meant.
So, Kandi, what hurt me, I was saddened by, y'all didn't send her the memo she sent for the dress.
First of all, nobody knew Rocky's name. I believe that his inner circle knew what his name was, but we didn't. We didn't know he was Edward unless you go and look him up. You would have to do that. Second of all, let's talk about it. You know what Gary T finna get ready to say.
She still saying that?
Yeah, she said she didn't get the memo.
Well, child, she didn't send her sister the memo that she was kicking off the record deal either. But hey, I mean, I don't know.
So, Kandi,
Okay, see, we laughing and it's not a joking thing, but this is their livelihood. And I get what Candy is saying, she didn't tell her sister about the record deal. She said she didn't get the memo of the dress code and whatever. I believe she did. I believe she just didn't want to dress the way they wanted to dress. I believe she wanted to be a solo. She knew going in she was gonna get ready to go solo and do the gospel album. Let's keep it real.
what are your thoughts on when Latasha said that she feels like she's being bullied right now?
I don't even understand why she feels like, okay, she actually did an interview the other day calling Tamika a liar and basically saying if it's true that she took the money to post the receipts. And that is
And bam, that is what she said. She said, if you think I did this, post the receipts. Show. Go ahead. Show your receipts. Then she said she had receipts. So, hey, where are your receipts?
why Tamika posted the full video of her on YouTube showing receipts of where they had changed Tamika's address, signed the back of Tamika's check, and deposited them. If she had not kept, kind of like baiting Tamika, Tamika would have never done that. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like a lot of people are like,
I agree with Candy. I don't think Tamika would have ever did that. That is her big sister. We love our big sisters. We wouldn't. I try not to go hard on my sister, but I have to show her. Listen, sometimes you have to do what you have to do as the sister. You the younger sister, and if the big sister does something that she knows she's not supposed to be doing, then you gotta show your hand. Daddy said, and my daddy always said, never let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, or never let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. See, she played her cards right, and look at where she is now. We're gonna get more off into it.
why is Tamika posting it now? Well, Tasha asked her to. You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
guess she thought Tamika wouldn't really show the evidence or whatever, but Tamika did. So it's
She
just
did.
like, as far as anything else, I hate when people do things or and then they want to come back and play victim. It's like
Mhm.
you're the one that's saying some things, and people are, and we respond.
Mhm.
As
Right.
simple as that.
Now,
You
do you
know.
think that?
If you had to guess, Candy, how much? Because Tamika said that she was being nice when she said that the check was for $30,000. She said she was just being nice by saying that. If you had to guess about how much money you think was stolen, if you had to guess.
Well, I don't know how many checks were going to them before she realized it, because basically,
I'm
we
sorry, y'all. I thought
received
somebody was
the
at our
checks
door.
kind of like multiple times a year. And so in the beginning, when they first came, because we were late finding out about Sound Exchange, the first couple of checks were a hefty amount because it was like back pay, you know what I mean, for what they had already been collecting.
Hmm,
So I can't give you an actual number just simply because I don't know how many checks they received on her behalf.
right.
Oh my God, Brett.
So, my
Yeah,
question
go
to
ahead,
you,
Maria.
Here's my thing. She said it was 30K. Candy just said the first couple of checks was kind of hefty because they back paid them. So I don't think it was just 30K. I think she just found out about you. I think Sound Exchange maybe wanted to. I think she got more information, but she didn't post everything. She just needed just a little bit just to show where he had been sending, where he had been putting depositing the checks in his account. See, my thing is, it's not just 30K. Candy just said it was a more hefty amount. So that's why, y'all, I'm holding it in because I seen some little bits and pieces of what come out a couple of hours ago, about 3 4 hours ago. So I'm holding my tongue, and I'm gonna get y'all there too.
Candy, is you've experienced so much success individually, not just as an artist, but also as an entrepreneur. We've seen Tiny do really great things. You think that like Latasha feels like this is her time to shine as an individual, like she never got the opportunity that maybe you and Tiny had, or could that
Well,
be
I
the
mean,
behind all of this?
well, I think at the end of the day, we all get the same 24 hours. So just because somebody else was able to accomplish something more, it is what it is. Everybody what comes to you is because is what you work for. You know what I mean? Now, does she probably feel like it's her moment that she needs to do what she needs to do? That is possible. And I don't even think it's anything wrong with her wanting to do a gospel record. It's just for us, it's just every time it's time for her to do a solo project, it's the attitude that comes with it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Mhm.
It's like,
She always get this diva attitude, and I've seen it. I've seen it in so many different people. Even that other Braxton sister that be getting into it with Candy. Allegedly, all this is alleged. But even with Tay Tay, she be doing it too. Tay Marsha, she gets that. She used to have that self entitlement attitude. Like, yeah, I'm finna go out here and I'm finna do this and I'm finna do this. She did that with her sister when her sister wanted her to be come do her shows and be the background. She didn't want to do that no more because she felt like it was beneath her. You have always been a background singer. You can still do your stuff in addition to doing being your sister's background. So, but that's how I feel. I'm just keeping it real, y'all. Y'all know how diva attitudes are in the business because we got some divos too.
as far as her doing gospel, like, we all wish her success. We hope
Mhm.
that she does, well or whatever. We're in a
Exactly.
bad place, obviously. It's playing
Yeah.
all out on television, it's playing all out
Mhm.
on social media.
Exactly.
We're anesthesiologists, surgeons, emergency medicine physicians,
But we've been having these problems. We just for
That's what
so
I
long.
tried to say. I've tried to say that,
You're
but
right.
she
You're
tried to
right,
make it
bro.
like Brett, you loved on me. That and that don't mean I loved all of y'all. That don't never mean that. I'm just saying everybody did have like a fear for her, and
See, the brat coming all out with it. And see, the fact that I said that that other station, that we look at, they did not do their due diligence. See, Brat pressed her. Cause see, Brett know how to break down them walls. Brett knew what she was saying, and she kept it real the whole way through. She kept it all the way 100 with Tasha and her husband. They wasn't keeping it 100. They wasn't keeping it real. She knew what was going on. She's not as dumb as people are saying. We say she walking around here with a deer, like a deer with a head with the headlights, but she's not. She know what she was doing, and you know what? This is the whole messy situation, y'all. Let's get to it. Let's get back to it.
it is what it is. Like I ain't got to lie, Craig. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like it's like, girl. And I told her I watched Escape Still Kicking It last night, some of the episodes again. And when you tried to talk to her and let her
Yeah.
know that you've always felt like that, you've always
Hmm.
felt kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Your feelings got hurt a lot. They always took sides and. And your
Hmm.
how you felt got pushed to the back
That's
because
right.
Tasha was the leader of the group, and she's like, "Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know that." Yes, you did. I just watched it. Y'all talked to each other face to face. Y'all both was crying. It was a great scene. You know what I'm saying? But now she's saying she'll remember that. So I'm like, okay, you
Hmm.
know what? I'ma just
Well, she can go back and watch the first season.
that's what I'm saying. It's right there.
Reality
It was
show.
the two of y'all. So I don't know what. And
Yeah.
then Rocky jumped on and said, "I know him. I know of him, and I know him from being with R. Kelly and growing up in Chicago and stuff. But I don't know what he does in his."
Y'all, I don't have to speak on it. Just the fact that he used to be around R. Kelly is just telling me a whole. This story is just a telling tale. And see, I believe that other Fed case is coming from R. Kelly. He implicated. Now to put two and three together, I believe Rocky was in there with R. Kelly, and they coming after him next. Cause he probably mentioned his name. He probably was dropping names. If I gotta be in jail the rest of my life, I'm finna start spilling some beans so I can get out too, so I can get back home to my family. You better do what you need to do.
Personal life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can't vouch for anything that anybody does, or I don't know what goes on. I mean, I
Allegedly,
hear a lot of stuff, but right
allegedly,
now the
y'all,
show
allegedly.
is what's airing, and this is what we're going off of, what we see.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
What
For
does he mean?
everybody
You
that's
know
tuning
him.
in, we got Kandi Burruss on the phone, and then we just for the record, we got some clips when we were in the commercial break that we recorded because we continued the conversation during commercial. In that part of the interview, I have not aired yet. We talked about another 6 minutes. So, Kandi, will the group be doing anything else, or is Escape going to be done?
Well, Escape got a lot of shows coming up. I mean, it's just the three of us without Tasha. So, like this weekend, we in DC. We got shows coming up all across the country over the next few months.
See,
And, unfortunately, right now, we're just not in a place where, Tasha will be performing with us. So it's just the three of us. We
hmm
gonna still be killing it, still bringing it like we have been.
hmm
We've been doing shows without her for a minute.
Oh yeah, we
But
know you gonna do
over
that,
time.
Candy, for sure,
So
for
Candy
sure.
can so Candy, when Lionel Richie left the Commodores, they got another dude that looked kind of like Morris Day to fill
They
in
don't
for
want
Lionel
nobody
Richie. Are y'all
else.
gonna be doing any auditions for somebody that I mean, because the show got to go on.
To be honest, we don't really feel like we need to do that because realistically, Tamika can sing all her sister's parts. And it's no shade to Tasha, but
Do you love getting high but smoking hurts your lungs? I've got you covered. You need to try these Delta 9 gummies from Moon.
she can't. Tamika is very capable of singing all her sister's parts. So
Right.
we just
Candy, I'm
really
not trying
just
to be
continue.
messy or nothing. Would y'all even consider letting Miss Juicy come out there and sing a couple of songs?
Of course, Miss Juicy, definitely. We gotta get her outfit made.
So, what would it take for reconciliation, Candy? Because at the end of the day, I mean, it's, people feel like it's entertaining to see the back and forth, but I hear the pain in your voice. I hear the pain in, well, the concern, not the pain, the
I was gonna
concern
say,
in
ain't
both
no
of y'all
pain
voice.
in Candy
Yeah, the
voice.
concern,
No.
because they're sisters. And as black women,
Yeah,
we want to see y'all come together. It may need to be a different version of sisterhood than y'all had before. But what would you say it would take for reconciliation for y'all to find just a peaceful resolve?
That's
I
between
think
the
it
two
really
sisters, I
starts
think.
with the sisters. You know what I mean? It starts with them. They have to work out. They have a lot to unpack or whatever between them. And then conversations after that can be had. As far as Tasha and I, we ain't never really got
Mm.
along since we
Yeah,
were
they
kids.
ain't.
And just like Bray already explained,
Tasha's not gonna ever get along with Candy, and I don't think it's nothing that Candy has done. It's just the way it is. And as far as another girl in the group, I think no. They were tossing around names, and Miss Juicy, they was just joking, but I would have thought if they did, Shamari would have been a good person too, but I don't think she can hit those notes that uh, I've never heard really. Shamari, yes, I have. She does sound good, but I don't think she got that voice that Tasha has. She got that powerhouse gospel voice. So I don't know. It'll be a good thing if she can hit them harmonies like them though. A good thing to see because I really do believe that if she was to get in another group, yeah, then I think she could. I think she could if she got with New Edition and she would um do her vocals. I think she would be real good.
it's like I'm used to this. You know what I mean? And I don't think she ever really cared when things upset me. But it's different when it's her and her sister. So if I just feel like if the two of them figure it out, then later on, we can all have conversations. But honestly, right now, everybody just needs to take a break and
Yeah.
and let some time pass.
In space,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, Candy, do you think y'all would ever get together, back together again, and maybe just do a gospel album together, all four of y'all?
At this point in time,
Lord,
no.
well, what's going on right now ain't giving gospel,
Gospel.
friend.
Mm-mm.
It's not giving gospel.
not not at all.
No.
Not at all.
It's
But
not giving gospel.
hey,
Mm-mm.
you never know what could possibly happen. Right now, I don't see it. To be honest with you,
Me
All
neither.
right,
I don't see it.
all right, Candy, tell everybody about the show and how can they follow the show and anything that you're doing and how can they follow you on social media.
Oh, okay, thank you. Well, we're on the show SWV and Escape, the Queens of R&B, and that's every Sunday night on Bravo at 8 p.m. You can watch all the repeats on the Peacock app, streaming app. And then if you want to catch us on tour, Escape, then you can just go to Ticketmaster and pull up Escape. We got all our shows that's coming up on there. I hope we can see you guys soon. And follow me on social media at Candy, Kandi. And oh, we're on DC on Saturday.
Yeah. So, guys, I'm gonna hit y'all with part 3 of this because it's the gift that keeps on giving.